Alright guys, so we got all the pieces laid out. So let's go ahead and start with this instruction manual. Alright, so here we have what is included in the box. And then step 1, which we're going to put the arm rests onto the bottom side of the cushion. And we're going to need 8 M8 by 25 millimeter bolts. And if we look at our hardware, we can see that's these right here. So looking underneath, they're going to mount right here. And on the armrest themselves, on the bottom, we can see this one's the left, which will go on this side, and the right on here. So let's raise this up and start our bolts. Alright, so we got them all kind of started, and it is adjustable somewhat, so you can go a little closer or farther away depending, on your size and how far you want them out. So normally for me, I like them all the way in, as close as possible to me. Also need to grab this provided Allen wrench / Phillips screwdriver, and we'll go ahead and tighten this up. Alright, so both of the sides are on. Let's go to step 2, which we're going to be connecting the upper portion to the bottom, and we're going to need 4 M8 25 bolts, which they're separated by steps. So after flipping this thing back around, we're going to grab the upper portion and we're going to line it up to these frame pieces on each side. And if we look on the side here, we can see where the bolts will go through. So yeah. So I'm just going to start them. And now we need to get our other side lined up. Now we can go ahead and tighten this side. Snug it up. Go back to this one. And that's it. So for the next step, just step 3, we're going to be putting these covers on each side. So we got the 2 covers, 5 millimeter by 10 little bolts, and 2 plastic covers. And the covers are 2 sizes. One of them is larger, the other one is smaller. The larger one is going to go over this mechanism on the side of the handle. And you guys can kind of see that spring there. Everything looks pretty nicely built and heavy duty. So yeah, it looks like it just goes over, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and put the little bolt in there. And the wrench has a Phillips screwdriver on one end. Line it up and tighten it in there. And then we're going to grab one of these little caps and cover the hole. Just like that. Very nice. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Alright, so for the next step, we're going to flip the chair over and install our main mechanism, which is called the frog mechanism. And we're going to need 4 M820 bolts. So the way this thing goes, it faces like this. So this is the front where this little picture is and the knob. And this part here is more towards the back. And it simply just lines up with these holes. And actually guys, there's an issue, as I didn't see this coming, but because we put these all the way in, this frame here doesn't fit between them. So we're going to have to loosen these back up on both sides and then get this piece in and then butt as far as we can. Alright, so everything's tightened up and looking good. Now in the manual they also show us that these little flaps can go ahead and go on onto the mechanism, and they're both the same, so it doesn't matter which one goes which. The only thing that you need to know here is that the flap or the hockey part of the stick goes to the front. So the front's the bottom, and all you got to do, line up these little grooves on the inside. So you just go back and forth and kind of push it in and it kind of slides in. Then I'm just going to tap it, and that's it, and it's on. Same thing for this side. I'm going to find the groove and then tap it in. And that's it. Alright, so we're making really good progress. We're in step 6 and we're going to install the casters onto the bottom base. So this is quite simple. You guys can see there's like a little clip in there that clicks in into the hole. So all we're going to do is just kind of push and it'll drop in. Not difficult at all. So now all we got to do is just flip it over, and now we're on the rollers. So for step 7, we're going to install the gas strut with the telescoping trim, which is this thing here. And the trim just goes right over, pretty simple. And the bottom part will slide into here. And then for step 8, we're going to install this piece that we just built onto the chair. Just like that. So yeah, pretty simple. So for step 9, we're going to flip it over right side up, and 10 is for the little cushions, and that's it.